go from there. Anyway,
sounds good.
First podcast.
First one. Not the last one.
Is this the first one you've ever done?
I tried to do one with my friend a year or two ago. We made like a sample version of it, but we never like released it or anything because it was just horrible.
Oh God. All right, I guess
just like this one.
I guess we should begin. All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Radio Voice, to the first ever inaugural edition of the Geeklirious Show.
Woo!
My name is Brian, along with my co-host
Mike,
and we are the Geeklirious podcast, and we are going to discuss all things nerdy, geeky, anything in between.
Okay. Sounds great. Oh yeah, we wanted to just talk about news and like we listen to podcasts, we love podcasts and obviously nerd stuff, and we just wanted to do something like this for a while, so why not?
I figured, if it goes somewhere, awesome. If it doesn't go anywhere, we had a fun conversation about topics in which we enjoy.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's break it down. What are we going to be talking about today? We have...
so much, really.
We have Star Wars. The Last Jedi trailer just dropped.
Star Wars everything.
The internet is, going nuts with Star Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
Disney canceled their gigantic project, which is...
Gigantic, sort of.
Sort of.
Because, I wasn't... Okay, we'll get to that, but yeah. Okay, and what else? We got a bunch of good stuff.
We both saw the new It movie.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Which is, I feel like, is an interesting conversation piece, because you'd be like, oh, we're going to go see It. What's It? No, It.
It's It.
Like the movie It. Oh.
It is It.
It's the end of it. We got some Thor news. Talk about Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
What else we got going on? Stranger Things is coming out soon.
Yeah.
They released a mobile game.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but I know you have tried it, and you like it, so we can definitely talk about that.
Got tons of TV news besides that. The Flash premiered a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Walking Dead Season 8's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
October's a big month for releases, I feel like.
Well, of course, yeah, man. It's that movie. People want to watch movies, and the summer's great. Love the summer movies, but there's something about on a cold day, when the leaves are falling.
It makes
very romantic.
Trying to ask me out here, Mike?
Yes.
And speaking of releases, tons of video games. It is October now.
Yeah, it's really a good season for pretty much about anything you're into.
Holidays are right around the corner, so, video game companies want you to shell out those big bucks right before the holidays.
Yes, as if we have any of those big monies that they're talking about.
I would like to have big monies occasionally.
It'd be nice, but, it's not everything.
All right, let's get into it.
Yes.
So, first off, some movie news. So, we've got Star Wars.
Movie news.
You're making your own intro.
Yeah. Got to do that.
The Star Wars trailer, it dropped. What did you think of it?
I like it. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan anymore. Something about, I know everyone loves Rogue One, and people were into that. I think Force Awakens was better. But, I don't know, something about Star Wars hasn't really caught me. But this trailer is really good.
Let me just start off by saying Star Wars, I don't know, them specifically, I don't know if it's Disney or just specifically the Star Wars brand, have amazing trailers.
Yeah.
They somehow managed to fit so much information in without giving away a single goddamn plotline.
Yeah, it's. I wish more companies would do the same, because pretty much everything you see, they give the whole movie away.
It's absolutely the worst. I literally stay away from trailers for movies.
Yeah.
Like if there's a movie I really want to see, I will not watch the trailer. Star Wars is the the only movie franchise I will watch a trailer for, because I know that they are not going to screw me on this.
Yeah. So, I mean, since I'm not the hugest Star Wars person, you are. Like, can you break it down for me? Like, exactly, like, when is it taking place exactly? Because I like Star Wars, but I'm not really in the know.
So you saw the Force Awakens, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it ended in kind of an upper but kind of a downer at the same time. You know, they destroyed what is it called? The Death Star, but it's not the Death Star. It's the.
You should mention no spoilers, right? No spoilers. Well, for Force Awakens.
I feel like Force Awakens is so long ago. It's probably
that's fine to talk about.
It's probably
that.
Fine, yeah. But we're gonna do our best to stay away from spoilers.
Someone's gonna hate us for that.
In all topics.
Mark Hamill is in it.
Mark Hamill's in it. I heard there's a lightsaber.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's in the trailer, so it's really. So it takes place. I'm gonna assume fairly shortly after The Force Awakens ended.
Mm-hmm.
In the trailer, you see.
Because I saw what was Kylo and
Rey.
Yeah, her. He was like, "Come with me if you want to live," something like that.
Yeah,
right?
that was the big drop at the end of the trailer. Like, oh. like something's about to go down.
The action looks really good in it.
It does. The scene where Finn and Phasma kind of collide.
Yeah.
I don't think Finn had a lightsaber. He had like another type of like weapon. It looked like a lightsaber, but it wasn't. Like it was like a two-handed weapon, and Phasma had her staff thing.
Yeah, which is really cool.
That is cool.
She was in the first one, right?
Yeah, but she
didn't get like
no
really
screen time.
Any time, right?
No screen time at all.
I remember people talking about like, yeah, she was cool as hell, but didn't really,
Yeah.
So hopefully she gets more
time
in this
and
one.
She's Captain Phasma is played by the girl from Game of Thrones. The lady of Tarth, Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
There we go. I'm surprised I remembered that. I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, and Mike is up to date, so we're gonna try stray from that. But
yeah.
I do know Brienne of Tarth, and she's like one of my favorite characters. So she's probably gonna die at some point. But I'm trying not to think about that. So anyway, Star Wars. The trailer looked really good. A lot of cool spots. They showed off some new animals. They had that little
I don't know.
I think it's called a porg. That's a terrible name, right? A porg? It sounds like a pog. Like I think of like 90s like porg. Yeah.
It sounds like innuendo to me, but
it does sound like an innuendo. I'm gonna porg you. Oh god. Oh no, it's terrible.
YouTube. I'm not gonna like that.
Oh god. No, but and there's like an ice wolf. Did you see that in the trailer? There's like a fox.
Was that what it was?
I don't
know. It went by quick. They didn't really.
It's one of those trailers where you really have to like watch it 100 times to get everything
frame by frame.
Yeah, and study it.
Yeah, study it. I'm gonna have to do that.
So pretty much, I'm gonna tell you what I got from it. It looks from my perspective. From the beginning of the trailer, shows the last events of The Force Awakens with Luke, a.k.a. the Silent One, on top of his mountain home in the middle of an island. Yeah. And Rey gives him the lightsaber, and he speaks in the trailer. It's the first time we've actually heard Luke speak. Aside from, the previous Last Jedi trailer that released. And he got some extended vocals here. I was digging that.
And his cool metal hand.
Oh yeah, I love how the faux skin kind of wore away. So he's just like he's like a hermit now. So you don't got time for hand repairs. So he's just
guess
down.
Not. I mean,
but pretty much what I got from the trailer was that I feel like the whole scene where she like cracks the ground. And he's like, oh, I haven't felt strength like this, and I didn't take it seriously last time.
Yeah, he's like, now, though, I will, or something like that. Right?
Now I will. I feel like he's not going to train Rey, or maybe be apprehensive about it, and then that's when she's going to meet up with Kylo at the end of the trailer when they have that scene.
that's kind of what it looked like to me. That like that he was gonna like try and train her, and then he was like, nah, because you're like that person.
Yeah.
And then she meets Kylo. I mean, we were saying how Star Wars doesn't give too many spoilers, but I mean, that's kind of like a big thing, right?
I guess it is. This, I mean, I feel like
because that would have been a cool reveal if they didn't show Kylo like doing that with her.
I guess you kind of have to get, I guess Star Wars in general though, they're not going to come right out and say it. I feel like, it took me a second to piece together that. I feel like other trailers are just like, here's all the best jokes in the movie, and, here's the plot, and you feel like you've seen the whole thing by the time it's over. Like, the Star Wars trailer, it left me wanting more. Like, I want to go see the movie.
As it should. Not... You shouldn't feel like you've seen the movie after watching the trailer.
Absolutely, yes. All right, let's move.
I mean, that's interesting. I'm excited for it. I'll go see it, but I have my reservations. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a super huge Star Wars fan, so I'm going to be excited regardless, and I'm probably going to like the movie regardless, unless they screw up royally on this one.
I'm glad they're going. I mean, Rogue One was okay, but I'm glad they're not going back. I mean, they will be the next movie or whatever, the Han Solo movie. But yeah. I mean, I like that they're pushing forward with the story instead of like, this is why this happened to the Death Star and blah 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 and whatnot.
Right.
So yeah. See.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about it briefly. Disney's gigantic movie got canceled.
A gigantic failure.
Oh, geez. That's a horrible transition.
Yeah. I don't know too much. I mean, it was a Jack and the Beanstalk movie?
Yeah. They were making an animated Jack and the Beanstalk movie.
Oh, so it wasn't live action?
No, it was animated. From what I heard. Because I saw some,
Haven't they already done those, though?
They did, like, Mickey and the Beanstalk. But they never did, like, an actual, like, Jack and the Beanstalk movie.
Wasn't there one, though? Wasn't that one like a few years ago? Wasn't it just called like Jack or something?
But I don't think that was Disney though. I think that was another company.
Yeah, probably it wasn't Disney. So wait, so now they're not doing it?
Yeah, at all. Yeah, it's from the it's the news article that I read. They are just canceling it completely.
But I thought it was like far into production, like almost done.
From last I heard, it had a 2018 release date.
I know if it was animated, they take a very long time to make. So I guess that's weird, though. Why would they do that? I mean,
essentially.
I mean, don't they do that a lot, though? I mean, maybe not that we hear, but like they're always like testing stuff out and.
The last movie.
See what works and.
The last movie that I remember them canceling after it was so far into production was a movie called Newt. Newt. It was supposed to be take place, I guess, in the world of a newt. But what happened was that Johnny Depp Rango movie got released, and Disney was like... That was
the one where he was like a lizard, right?
Yeah.
Oof, man.
I didn't see it. Did you see that?
It's a masterpiece.
The Citizen Kane of our times.
Definitely. No. Not really aware of it.
But, so, they were like, oh, man, this movie is too similar, so they canceled it. Which I find is weird, because now they're releasing that movie Coco, the Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes place in, like, La Dias de los Muertos or whatever, the Day of the Dead. And the book
actually looks good.
It looks good, but the Book of Life...
Aesthetically, at least.
Yeah, the movie The Book of Life did it, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, was that
that
last year? I didn't see it either, but it's the same idea, right? It's like the book of the dead with, dead people, skeletons.
Well, Disney has to get some of that money too, though.
I guess
they got to get their share.
They're going for the
anything that's come out, they're gonna do it their way.
It seems like they're going for the minority demographic.
I thought this thing was gonna be like a half animated, like a half live action sort of.
From the concept art that I saw, it looked entirely animated. But then again, like I didn't look into the movie that far. I just thought it was canceled, and I was like,
were you Were you like, oh, I'm definitely gonna see that? Well, I mean, you're a Disney guy, so
no, honestly, it wasn't really on my radar.
Really?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Like, I saw that it was out, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but
where's The Incredibles 2? Damn.
That's most of Disney's release schedule right now is sequels. You know, you had Finding Dory, and you had Cars 3. Well, this is Pixar, but pretty much all of the Pixar movies, aside from Coco right now, are sequels. And Incredibles and Toy Story 4 being the others. I'm
fine with that, I guess. I mean, I do like original things, but
I think we just have, like, sequels.
It just depends.
I feel like sequels leave a bad taste in our mouth, you know? Like, you know, I think sequels for so long
when they're bad,
have been bad.
When they taste bad, yeah.
I feel like, you know, when a sequel tastes bad, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So I feel like now that you know, when you have a full lineup of sequels, you don't want to go see it because you feel like, oh, it's going to be bad. Which Disney didn't exactly do very well with Cars 2. I mean, that bombed, right?
Man.
That had
did it? I thought they all did really well.
No, I mean it did well. I shouldn't say bombed. Bombed is
financially, but critically,
financially well, it did great. But critically, it was pretty much panned by everybody, saying it was terrible.
I mean, I've only seen, I think, the first one of those.
Yeah, I've seen the first one. I have not seen 2 or 3. Just simply because of the bad reviews, and I heard 3 was better than 2, though. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I know.
My family saw it, and they said it was good. But then again, they're not, you know, movie critics.
Yeah.
And they also went with 3 children, so.
Yeah, if they see Owen Wilson as a car, I mean, it's pretty cool to them, right? Yeah.
So let's talk about Thor Ragnarok real quick while we're on Disney.
Yeah, on Disney, because that's what we do. Him more Disney side, me more Marvel side. Oh man,
what do you think?
It's beautiful. I mean, I was just reading James Gunn was talking about it, and he was saying how like the colors, and you can see it in the trailer. Just you've seen the trailer, right?
Yeah.
You can see like that they're like trying. Because the other ones,
I saw the teaser for it. I didn't see the actual trailer because I try to stay away from, like I previously mentioned, try to stay away from trailers.
Yeah.
But I saw the teaser for it, and the teaser looked, you know, cool. It got my mouth, you know,
see, for
salivating
me with
for it.
Marvel trailers, like I know kind of the direction they're going anyways, so I'm not really spoiled by certain things that I guess a normal person that doesn't know anything about the comics or anything would be like, oh, Hulk is in this? That would have been a cool reveal, but it's like, yeah, well.
I feel like they're trying to bring people in to see it, though. Yeah. You know, like if you have Thor and Hulk, you're more likely to go see it than just a Thor movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, me personally, I would have rathered a Hulk movie than a Thor movie, because even though I like the Thor movies.
Is there an issue with doing a standalone Hulk movie? I thought I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I believe there's like licensing issues.
Yeah, that's why I read
think
as well.
Universal still has movie rights to Hulk.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean that explains like they have like the Hulk coaster in their theme park and everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
not to mention from I guess budget wise, because it would have to be like heavily CGI.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that would be not like Disney can't afford it, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They are opening 2 new theme parks, but
yeah. But the trailer looks great. I mean, you see it's funnier. Like there's a bunch of like
definitely a more lighthearted
loud
tone.
Moments in it, and yeah, like the other ones were a little darker. This one seems like a little lighter, and
I'm totally okay with that.
I'm okay with it. I mean, if it works. I mean, I like the dark stuff too, but not everything has to.
Marvel's
be
always
Batman
been good
Begins,
though. Marvel's
whatever,
always been good at creating like a good contrast between light and dark.
Yeah, but like they never go like too goofy or too. It's like that right balance of like there's still colors. And,
like take Civil War. Civil War, I think, is the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
You know, they have Spider-Man is hysterical in that movie.
Oh, absolutely.
He's so funny.
I mean, there's so many good moments of that, and I'm sure we'll get into it in future episodes. But yeah, I mean, I like the way they're heading. I mean, all the stuff before. I mean, I'm with it. I'm on the Marvel train, headed to greatness.
Choo choo.
Yes, definitely. I'm super excited. And so you haven't really seen it, but are you? Are you going to see the movie?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it was first pitched that they pretty much said it was going to be like a buddy road trip movie featuring Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down at that description. That's all I needed to hear.
Once I heard that they were kind of implementing some of the concepts and the stories from like Planet Hulk, I was like, I'm super sold, because that's what I really wanted to see. That's what everyone that reads comics wanted to see Hulk in, and like the fact that he wasn't in Civil War.
Yeah.
And like, it would have been really cool if they just did a Planet Hulk movie, but Thor Ragnarok should be good.
I think, like we said earlier, the licensing rights has kind of prevented that. I feel like this is their way of doing that, though.
Exactly, yeah. They can't call it a Hulk movie. They can call it a Thor movie. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it looks really good. And I'm excited for the action and the whole Coliseum aspects of Hulk fighting and doing all that stuff.
Absolutely.
I don't want to ruin too much for you, because I know you haven't seen it and you're trying to stay away from spoilers, so I'm not going to spoil it for you. Well, you're trying not to be spoiled.
I think I'll be okay either way.
It's gonna be fun though.
It's definitely gonna be a fun time. Moving on, so we both saw the brand new It movie. That is the Stephen King.
I think everyone has seen it though. Like, it's doing like crazy numbers, right?
Yeah, no, it's. I think I read somewhere that it broke a record of like horror movie on an opening weekend or something like that.
It's interesting.
That's awesome.
And it wasn't even October yet when it was released. So it's
was it end of September? Yeah, I guess it had. I guess it had to have been. Wow, that's pretty crazy. And it's probably going to run all the way through.
It looks like because I mean it wasn't even released in other territories. So as it expands, like I mean, it's just only going to be growing and growing. It's ridiculous. I mean, good movie, but I did not expect it. I don't think even they expected it. Obviously, so
you know what? It was so well done. They had. The kids with that, like, almost like a coming-of-age kind of thing. Yeah. And then mixed with the horror. And it had, I think with the success of Stranger Things, people equating this movie to Stranger Things has made people want to see it as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you leave a good taste in people's mouths with Stranger Things, which was excellent, and you see that kid, I guess everyone liked him, and I did. But, yeah, I mean, it's just so weird how it hit the world, really. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I'd never thought it would be such a phenomenon.
It is amazing.
Yeah. So do you like the movie? How was it to you?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
There were very few things.
Let's not do too much spoilers, though.
No, I don't want to spoil anything. But near the end of the movie, minus spoilers. There was like an ending scene, and when they're having like their like the final showdown with Pennywise, and I was just very confused about like his motives. Like obviously, like he eats the kids, but then like I'm talking about the whole scene where he has like the kids in his like lair. Yeah. Yeah, like why didn't he just eat them?
Because they weren't afraid of him.
But what about the it's hard to talk about without giving away spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be really hard to talk about it without. So we might
have to do a separate video. Yeah,
it's going to be really hard.
Minus spoilers.
So, are you familiar with the property beforehand, or is this your first? I
saw the Stephen the TV adaptation. The miniseries, yeah, where it was like a 2-part series. The first part being with their kids, and the second part being where they are adults. I got that right? 2 parts.
I was really young when I saw it. I think it was more than that, though.
Might have been? Okay.
Maybe, but I know it was really long. But I don't know exactly how many parts.
And when it's shown on TV,
it might have been 2 parts. You might be right about that.
When it's shown nowadays, though, they show it all at once.
I think so. Yeah.
And it's like a crazy long movie. It's like what 3+ hours?
Definitely. Yeah.
But no, I remember getting so creeped out by Tim Curry's performance and just like the whole fact that nobody could see him except for the kids, and it was. It just like wigged me out because like as a kid I saw this, I'm like, oh my god, if I see Pennywise, like my dad, my mom aren't gonna be able to help me. Like I'm screwed. Like if this is a real thing, I'm screwed.
So like, were you going into it with like high expectations because you liked those? So I mean, I liked it when I was a kid, but I liked a lot of weird stuff when I was a kid. I didn't know people really liked it as much as I guess they didn't back then. I guess for some reason now it clicks. I just don't know why.
I don't know. I feel like people...
Clowns. I mean,
clowns are a common
like a
fear
meme now. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, think about last year. Like those actual people who were dressing up as clowns chasing people around.
Yeah.
Right?
Very weird.
I think people just in general have like an aversion to clowns. They're creepy looking.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, people
I don't know. I don't get that.
I mean, I really don't like clowns. No? Like, I mean, I'm not scared of them. Like, I don't see a picture of a clown and go, I get that away from me. But like, I mean, I wouldn't like if there was a clown at like a carnival or something. I wouldn't go up to him and be like, "Hey," I'd be like, "Get the hell away!" Like,
they're just trying to make a buck, trying to make you laugh. They're entertainers like everyone else.
I don't know. I also have a weird thing with face paint though. Like I'm really weird. I don't like face paint.
Oh man,
it's so weird. Like whenever as a kid, I never wanted to get my face painted. I hated when like people I would know would get their faces painted because it looked weird. And I didn't want anything to do with them after that. Like no, it's like you're not Jimmy, you're a tiger. You get the hell away from me.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, I know people. I don't really have that thing with clowns. I mean, I wouldn't say I like. They're not really entertaining to me. I mean, it's kind of, they're kind of like a thing of a past, really. I mean, do people like clowns anymore? Except for now the fear factor, I guess.
You know what? Like, I think, honestly, weirdly enough, I think after seeing this movie, I'm more okay with clowns than before. I feel like I got the opposite reaction I was supposed to.
My worry now is there's going to be, like, a lot of clown clone movies that are going to be coming out. Yeah. It wannabes, and it's going to really just sour the whole party.
Yeah. Like, right now they're doing...
I hope that's not the case, but...
I mean, between this now and Stranger Things, I feel like they've got a good, like, niche of, like, coming of age mixed with horror.
Yeah.
Or sci-fi, or whatever you want to call it, and I really dig this genre. I just hope it doesn't get oversaturated, like you said.
So, I mean, the next one, Chapter 2, because there is a whole other part to it.
Right.
Because it doesn't just finish as their kids. They come back as adults. And, like, are you excited for that?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be inherently be different because they're adults. They're not kids anymore. So that whole Stranger Things feel isn't going to be there. I wonder if it's going to have the same impact.
I can't imagine the second part being better than the first part.
Really?
Yeah. I can't, I mean, unless, I don't know. Because they're not, because I think the one reason that made me love this movie so much was that kid dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were like they were like really good. Like
all the child actors were
good. They were really good actors, and they actually, like, because you know when you see in other movies you don't pay attention to the kids because they're always terrible.
Yeah.
Like Anakin Skywalker.
Oh god, I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Of course, I had to.
Jake Lloyd. You know he's in like jail right now.
Is he?
I think he got arrested.
Well, good. Phantom Menace. I mean,
he deserves it.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing. You're a good dude. No, I don't know.
I love you. I love you, Jake Lloyd.
Yeah. But but they were really good. They weren't Anakins.
They were not Anakins. No. Who's the kid from Stranger Things? What was his name? I don't remember his name in it, but he was Mike in Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, him as like the wisecracking kid. It was such a departure from what he did in Stranger Things, but I really enjoyed his I think he brought the most comedy to the movie. Like, he really made me laugh, like, the most.
He was definitely, like... He was definitely, I think, more so than the others, the comedic relief. Definitely.
That one joke where, what was it? Ben gets slashed, and then he's like, "Look at Ben over here. He's bleeding hamburger helper." I freaking died. That was so funny.
There were, there was some, and you got to give it up for them because they actually like, they made the kids speak how like real kids speak and not just like, run of the mill.
They were cursing a lot.
Gosh darn it!
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like it was like they're so young looking in the movie.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't really get. So they had the two kids. They had Bill and Beverly. They had like a love interest going on.
Yeah. Sort of.
They had like a bit of a flirtation, but all of the other kids looked way too young for her. Like she looked like she was probably like, I don't know if it was just like the way she looked, but she looked more like a teenager while they looked like preteens.
Well, don't girls in real life? I don't know anything about girls.
I guess they develop faster than boys,
don't
right?
they? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It just like the contrast between. I guess I'm so used to movies not portraying that correctly that when like they actually do.
And I guess they would kind of because then they don't want to like exploit younger girls, so maybe they were like, you know what?
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah,
because she is the most sexualized.
Yeah, definitely.
For a reason, because there's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was interesting.
No, but I really really enjoyed this movie. I thought that Pennywise was fantastic.
The guy,
was it
right?
Bill Skarsgård? Was that his name?
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, I really hope I got that right. He was
like that.
Awesome in the role. He did so good. His mannerisms, the way he talked,
his whole lip thing.
Yeah, he curled his lips up. That was so weird. I loved every second. Every time he was on screen, I was like, I loved it. I loved every second he was on screen.
I feel like he's definitely like, excuse me, in the old one he was kind of more like, I feel like a kid would have like talked to him more, and then this one, like, if I was a little kid, I'm not going anywhere near that looking clown. I mean, even though I don't mind clowns, like, I'm not going near that clown, especially if he's just chilling in a sewer.
Absolutely. No, I really like the dynamic between the kids and the clown. He was like, I don't know, like they were like, I guess, a little too brave, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's what the story is about, though. Really, like, it's about, coming of age,
overcoming your fears.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is about.
But like, even from the start, like they had no problem like fighting back.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like definitely one of them. That one kid or whatever from Stranger Things, he did not like want anything to do with any
He's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
So if you had to give it a rating, what would you say? Let's do out of 5.
Out of 5, yeah. Maybe a 3.5 or a 4.
I was gonna say the same. I'll probably do a 4.
Somewhere between 3.5 and 4, maybe.
That's pretty good. That's more than.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, I liked it though, but I liked it. I mean, I didn't really like it as a horror movie. I mean, I like it as a sci-fi movie more so than a horror movie.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was definitely scary at points.
Yeah,
but I wasn't like, it was more like suspenseful.
Yeah.
Then like, it definitely wasn't a slasher flick. It was more along the lines of like Psycho. Where it was like what you don't see kind of thing.
It was I feel like if that was like you said, like when they're gonna be adults, I feel like it's gonna be like maybe even like less so scary, because in this one it's like they're kids, so it's like a little bit more scary because they're just kids.
Yeah.
And the next one, who knows? Like, because they're gonna be adults, and Channing Tatum's gonna be like.
Channing Tatum.
He's supposed to be in it.
Really?
I think that's what I
Which
heard.
one of the
That's
kids?
probably just
Which
a
one of the
rumor,
kids would he
but
be?
He was supposed to be
the stuttering kid.
No.
Oh, Ben, the fat kid.
Ben. Yeah.
That would make sense. Have the heavyset kid, be like the most bulked up one.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I heard that Chris Pratt was what might be attached to it as well.
Possibly. I mean, that's cool.
I like
Chris Pratt in anything's pretty good, except Jurassic World.
You didn't like Jurassic World?
No, I didn't.
Really? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time.
Yeah, I wasn't having it. Nope. For many reasons that we can talk about when the new Jurassic.
Oh, definitely. I will most definitely want to do
comes out.
Yeah, is that Jurassic World 2? Or does it have like a different name?
I hope they go back to Jurassic Park because Jurassic World is just so stupid.
I think they're going with like Disney World type of thing, more expansive because there's like Disneyland and the Disney World. I feel like they were going for more like an expansive
Jurassic Universe now.
Universe. It's like alien dinosaurs.
Dino Crisis, like the old game. Yeah.
All right, let's move away from movies and get down into some television. So a lot of new shows, or not? I shouldn't say new, but a lot of.
Have you been watching anything good lately?
I don't know. I just finished watching.
Nothing.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't been watching anything. Like I'm a wrestling fan, so
yeah, you've been watching
I feel like I watch wrestling a lot, but that's not really, I don't know, like episodic. We just finished up Rick and Morty. Which is really good. I know.
I still need to finish that.
You do. How far into season? Have you started season 3?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say I'm about halfway through season. What is there? 10 episodes?
Something like that.
I might be like on episode 6 or something like that.
Okay.
I don't
so
know.
You saw Pickle Rick?
Yeah, I saw that. That was like, what was that? The 3rd episode?
I think it was 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a few episodes after that. So yeah,
I loved that episode. I thought it was like so off the top. It was insane.
It's been really good. I'm late to the party on Rick and Morty, but
that's okay. I'm late on Game of Thrones, so it's okay. we all got that one show.
I know. Yeah, I haven't even seen any of season 2. I skipped season 2.
What, Rick and Morty season 2?
Yeah, I haven't seen any of season 2.
And you went right into 3.
Yeah, because I didn't necessarily. I wanted to watch season 2. I watched 1, and then I was going to, but then like my friend was like, "Season 3's on," so I was like, "Okay, I'll watch that."
I guess I gotta watch that now.
And I will watch season 2 eventually, but yeah, whenever it happens. But yeah, what's been coming out? Anything good? Me personally, I'm waiting for The Punisher. That's pretty much, and Stranger Things too.
Oh, I did watch what's the Netflix show? The Defenders.
Oh, what did you think?
I liked it. It was definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah.
But it, like, for me personally, I probably get like negative comments about this, but I think Jessica Jones is the best of those shows. I loved Jessica Jones.
I did too. Yeah, I thought it was like slow build up, but like after like episode 3, it just becomes really, really good.
It was the only show that I could not wait to watch the next episode. Like Daredevil, it took me forever to get through it.
Really?
Luke Cage took me forever to get through it. Well, I shouldn't say that. No, I can't say that. Yeah, no, Daredevil took me forever to get through it.
Really?
I loved it. I loved it at the end of it, but it took me so long to get through each episode, that I don't know. I just couldn't latch onto it the way I did with Jessica Jones. Luke Cage, I got through, but I really had to force myself to get through it. And
really?
Yeah, Iron Fist I enjoyed slightly more than Luke Cage, but not much.
That's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, probably.
Most people say Iron Fist is probably the worst. I think I might agree with that. I still liked Iron Fist. Even with its flaws and whatnot, I understand the action wasn't necessarily the best.
It was drawn out.
Kung fu.
It was very drawn out. I feel like it could have been shortened into, what are they, like 13 episode seasons?
I think it was a little less than that, maybe 12?
12 episodes? Either way, I feel like you could have probably wrapped up Iron Fist within like 6 or 7 episodes, and probably have gotten the same effect. Like, they took so long with...
Well, yeah, just the whole... his family side, the whole Danny... Like, the Rand Corporation.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you're not Danny Rand, but I look like Danny Rand. Also, I have all these memories of Danny Rand. Yeah, but we're still going to throw you in jail. Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that I think they did go on too long, but I really like the Defenders. I think the Defenders made up for a lot of the shortcomings that even Luke Cage and Iron Fist had. But yeah, I love the Daredevil seasons, and Jessica Jones was great. Yeah.
I will say, too. I blew through Defenders probably just as fast as I blew through Jessica Jones.
Yeah?
I went through it really quickly. If I had to, like, rank them all, I'd probably say Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Defenders, Iron Fist, Luke Cage.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, mine wouldn't be too much different, but I would put Daredevil in front of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
At least Daredevil Season 2.
It could, honestly, though, I'm slightly partisan on that, because I love David Tennant. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan.
He was a great Purple Man.
He was so good, even though his name you would know. Was Kilgrave his name in the comic book?
Yeah, it is.
That's a terrible name. It's really like...
Most of the time he's called the Purple Man. So.
That's even worse.
Right, that's why they called him Kilgrave. So, I mean...
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean, I guess Kilgrave is better than Purple Man, but...
Yeah. I mean, that's just his last name. That's not like his villain name. That's his name.
Yeah, but, like, you might as well just call him, like, Mr. Death or something, you know? Like...
Pretty much. I mean, like, he was awesome.
It's like, if your name is Kilgrave and you're not a bad person, like, you're not living up to your potential, I feel like.
Well, he definitely lived up to his potential. Definitely.
He was probably, in my opinion, the best villain in the series.
And supposedly he's coming back for Season 2?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Like...
Take it with a grain of salt.
Are we allowed to talk about Jessica Jones? The ending of that that's far enough away, right? Okay, so spoiler alert. Kilgrave dies at the end of Jessica Jones Season 1. So if they brought him back, you know what I would love? You played the Batman Arkham games?
Yes, I did. Well, some of them.
Did you play the third one?
That is the Origins?
No. Oh wait, sorry. Fourth one. Arkham
Asylum, Knight. Arkham City.
Origins and then Knight.
Yeah, I played Knight.
You played Knight? Okay, you know how Joker
AKA
was...
the Batmobile game.
Oh my god, yeah, I couldn't stand those sections. No, I mean, it was cool, like, if they did it like once or twice, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But there's too much of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty much the general consensus about that game.
Especially, like, the last, like, boss fight being in the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you know how, like, the Joker was, like, in his head the whole time?
Yeah.
And, like, you'd be walking around, like, the vents or some shit, and he's like, oh, the Joker's there. I'm like, alright, there we go. And I loved, you know, that Mark Hamill reprised his role as the Joker in that, and it was great.
Mark
I
Hamill
loved the storytelling.
Is the best Joker, I feel.
Absolutely.
Even though I hate Batman.
No, Batman's so good.
Yeah, not a fan.
He's probably my favorite superhero. I love Batman. But not getting into. We might have to do a separate podcast and just fight. Like on like why or why not love Batman. But anyway, getting back to the Purple Man. If he was like not necessarily alive, but just like ingrained in Jessica Jones' head, you know, kind of like.
From what I understand, that might be like it might be like that, like either in flashbacks or something similar to that.
Yeah, either flashbacks or some sort of like a trip. You know, where, like, she thinks she sees him. Yeah. But it's just, like, you know, like, more like a subconscious thing.
Because she's still pretty haunted about that guy. What he did and
oh, yeah.
all that stuff.
Who wouldn't?
Because they didn't really get into, like, everything that he did to her. But, yeah, it was pretty sick.
He's kind of, I feel like,
stuff.
The reason for, like, most of her troubles. And, you know, I feel like... I feel like he ruined her, you know, like...
Absolutely, yeah. She was a different person before... that happened, yeah, definitely.
So, so what do we have coming out this month as far as TV goes? We got The Walking Dead.
We should have had The Punisher, but we don't.
Did that get pushed back?
Yeah, it did. because of
the shooting,
tragedies.
the Las Vegas shooting.
It's ridiculous. Well, I mean, that's ridiculous, but I mean, I understand it.
Oh, so. Yeah, it's completely understood as to why they would do that.
So I'm waiting for that, but yeah, at least we got Stranger Things Season 2.
Stranger Things Season 2 is going to premiere on October 27th. That's really quick. I feel like that's short. That's awesome. It's like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
And it's great for me because I only recently have seen the first season. Like, I just saw it, like, a month or two ago.
I blew through it twice.
I'm pretty new to it. But
I watched it when it first premiered. I watched the whole thing, and then I visited my my mom in Florida for a weekend, and we watched it in that, like, weekend.
Yeah.
Like, we just kept watching it, like, into the night, and everybody in my family loves it. It's great.
I don't know why I didn't watch... Well, I didn't have Netflix when it first came out, because I kind of only get Netflix when the Marvel stuff comes out.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I kind of, like, I'll pay for a month or two, watch the Marvel stuff, watch anything else that I've left in my queue, and then I'll just cancel until
that's honestly, that's a great way to do it, because, like, if you're only waiting for certain shows, like, I don't really care about Orange is the New Black. Just give me some more, like, Punisher. Like,
well, Orange is the New Black is a great show.
It is. It is good. I kind of lost out on it. You know, like, it's one of those shows that
it kind of ended mediocrely.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
That's a word.
I think it's a word.
I don't know, but that's what I do, just because, I mean,
save some money.
I'll put on Star Trek Generation if I'm not watching anything like that I'm interested in.
You're a Star Trek fan,
but, like, Generations fan. I'm not into, like, for some reason I like that.
You don't like Kirk, the original series?
No.
It's a little.
I used to when I was little, but I haven't watched it. Since
it's a little over the top, right?
Yeah. I mean. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like people always make fun of bullshit.
I don't know, for some reason, Generations, like...
That's the one with Picard, right?
Yeah, Professor X.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll always be Professor X. Even though I don't like the X-Men movies either.
We have, Walking Dead, Season 8. They're up to 8 already.
Yeah.
That's October 22nd that's coming out.
See, I'm behind on it, man. I'm still... I read the comics and whatever... because they're still really good.
I've never read the Walking Dead comics. They're better than the show, I'm assuming. You know, most things are better in print.
Yeah, I mean, just they can do things that, you know, they don't have to be, you know, because there's millions and millions of dollars in the show, you know. Everyone's getting paid in that show, where it's just like the comic is more intimate. They can draw whatever they want, you know. So it's definitely it's different than the show, a lot different, at least. From, like, the second season on, it's, like, dramatic, pretty much altogether different.
Really?
Yeah, but, it's, I have to catch up on the show, though, because I do like the show. I kind of fell off during that whole, what was that, the cannibal,
I've only seen up to Season 2, so...
Okay, yeah.
Or Season 3, I might have... No, see, I saw part of, like, the beginning of Season 3 when they're in the jail.
Yeah.
That's, like, the last thing I saw.
That's when it started getting really bad.
Right?
Then,
okay. Yeah. That's why I stopped watching it.
Then they got better around them, but then a certain character died, and I was not happy with how he died.
You know who I wasn't happy about?
Yeah.
Punisher. Shane. He was, like, my favorite character. He was, like... He was a bad guy. He was a dick. But he was awesome. I loved him. He was a great character.
Well, yeah, him and, in the show, the brother, Merle, or whatever.
Oh, yeah, they were both good. See, I'm just a villain guy. I love bad guys.
When they're good, yeah. I like... Sometimes the villains can be more interesting than the heroes.
I definitely think so. That's one of the reasons I know we said we wouldn't get back into it, but I love the Batman villains, because they all have, like, really in-depth backstories. Yeah, you know, especially the Joker, you know, like...
Yeah.
Their feud is legendary, you know? The fact that the Joker, like, almost, like, begs Batman to kill him. I love a good villain.
Yeah, Batman has, like, most of the good villains.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not a Batman fan, like, he has good villains. I like some of them, I guess. Like, the Joker's cool, and...
Joker's good.
Like...
The Court of Owls is awesome.
Yeah.
If you haven't read that comic, they're great.
I haven't, actually, no.
Yeah, like, the New 52, I'll let you borrow them. They're really good, though. The whole Court of Owls and the City of Owls
I've heard,
saga.
like, really good things. The only Batman stuff I've read is, like, the Killing Joke and
Killing Joke's
like
good.
the really like Dark Knight and Hush. I think I read too.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, those are the only ones I really read.
Was it Year One? Was his origin story? That's a good one too.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot because
they made an animated movie.
They did,
about
yeah, and
that, right?
it was pretty much like a shot for shot remake of it.
Yeah, that was where he was like the police were outside the building and he was like fighting people and in the stairwell. Right, I remember that scene being like really good.
It's super intense. Anyway, Batman for a different time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about. So Flash came back. You said you didn't like Flash.
No. I like Flash. Don't get me wrong. As far as like DC characters, he might be one of the better ones. Him and like Green Lantern. But I'm not with the
Is that because
CW shows.
You don't like any of the CW shows?
No.
See, I tried watching Arrow.
Same with me, yeah.
And it just felt like Batman to me. Like it just felt like knockoff Batman.
That's pretty much what he just with arrows, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what he is.
I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Arrow. I did love Flash though. I just it was corny at times, but generally I felt like the storyline was solid and made me kept watching, and there was good like plot twists, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched a little bit of Legend of Tomorrow as well, and I thought that was pretty good. I had to finish that. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I've never. I watched Arrow. I think I watched even like the first 1 or 2 seasons of it. I thought it was okay, but then I heard it gets like really bad in the 3rd season, so I was like, maybe I won't even attempt to watch it. And then I was just never really interested in Gotham or that's a CW, right? Is Gotham?
No, Gotham's Fox, I think.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that.
I tried watching Gotham. I really liked the first season of it, but not to spoil anything, but they killed off like a major character that I really enjoyed, and I was like, well, that sucks, and I just stopped watching.
Yeah. That's, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge DC fan, so it's like, none of that stuff, like, really catches my eye.
Yeah, we need more Marvel stuff to come out. When Punisher comes out, we'll do more, a more in-depth look at that.
When more DC stuff comes, I'll probably watch it, but, like, if you're into it or whatever, but, I don't know. Like, Flash never really caught my eye. I mean, I know people say it's, like, really good, and Supergirl is supposed to be, like, really good, too, but...
I tried watching Supergirl. Me and my fiance both tried watching it, and we just could not get into it.
Yeah.
We both liked Flash, though.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to give it a shot just because I know Kevin Smith directed a few episodes.
Of Flash or Supergirl?
Supergirl.
Both, right?
I think he's done both.
He did. I know he did 2 episodes of Flash. I don't know. I know for sure he did 1 of Supergirl. Yeah. At least 1, maybe more. But I don't know. I haven't watched his episode that he did.
It's just, I don't know anything about the Flash or Supergirl or really any DC characters.
To be honest, I'm not really a huge DC fan. I mean, like I like DC characters, but just reading the comics, I was mostly just Batman. I read more Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
And I never really read The Flash, but the TV show makes me want to go back and watch and read some of the Flash graphic novels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Like, people seem to really enjoy it, and I know they're making a Flash movie, and it's like based off of Flashpoint. I don't really know too much.
Yeah, they did Flashpoint on the previous season of Flash.
Yeah, but from what I heard, that's like where he goes like back in time, or is he? I know he goes back in time. With time.
Yeah, he goes back in time and screws up the timeline.
Yeah,
and he creates like a parallel dimension. It's really good. It's super interesting. It was. I think.
Are you caught up with that?
Yeah, I'm completely caught up with Flash.
So you're gonna be heading into season 4.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it either tonight or tomorrow, whenever I get a chance.
Because the first episode's out now.
The first episode just aired. Yeah.
Okay.
I really want to watch it because it's one of those shows. It's one of the few shows I try to keep up on that, like Doctor Who and Sherlock. I guess if I have like 2 years to spare.
Yeah, what other TV's good? I mean, we said The Walking Dead, so I mean, I got to catch up on that. I'm probably gonna catch up on that before it comes out, maybe, hopefully.
All right, you're gonna have to let me know if the show gets any better. We talked about Stranger Things, right?
Well, I think we talked about it mostly when we were talking about it, And I think we pretty much said all we needed to say about that.
Yeah.
We're super excited for season 2. I want to know what happened to 11. I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know like what's going on with the sheriff and that guy, the sheriff. He's gonna be the new Hellboy too.
Yeah, he looks so good in the makeup.
Does.
They did
He
the
looks
makeup test.
Really good.
I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, I saw like an enhanced picture of it where it's like a little more lighting so you can see more, and it's just really good.
I'm a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
He's not directing this though, right?
No, he's not attached to it anymore. He's too busy doing Pacific
Rim 2?
Rim 2.
Uprising, I believe.
million other things. That guy's a beast. He's just nonstop with great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the old Hellboy movies. I like the comic. Actually, I started reading the first volume, so I definitely want to have a review of that in the future. Yeah, I really like the old ones, and I'm hopeful for this. I mean, it looks like they're doing everything right for the new movie, so we'll see what happens with that.
Is there anybody else attached to it, famous-wise? Like that
I'm sure, but offhand, I don't know.
All right, well, we'll
as we get more information, it's still early on. Who knows? That's coming out in 2019?
I haven't heard about it. Honestly, I didn't even know there was a new Hellboy movie in the works until I saw that photo.
Because I know they were trying to get the third Hellboy with Del Toro. Mm-hmm. He was trying to do it, like he's been trying to do it since the second one came out.
What was the movie that he did a couple of years ago? Crimson Peak. Did you see that?
Yeah, and I really liked that.
I thought it was great. I know it didn't get like favorable reviews, but I really enjoyed it.
Because it wasn't what it was marketed as. I feel like
it was marketed as a horror movie, and
and it wasn't a horror. I mean, it had like
imagery.
Yeah, it had like its bits and pieces that were like tonally like it had a little bit of that, but yeah, it wasn't horror. It was like a gothic like romance.
Yeah,
it was really cool, and I don't think. That's definitely underrated. I feel like people should have given that a fairer shake.
Not trying to go off on a Guillermo del Toro tangent, but he's also supposed to be directing the Haunted Mansion movie.
Yes. Well, I mean, that would be great. I know he loves that sort of stuff, and that's like in his wheelhouse. So like,
yeah, like I
let
feel,
him do whatever he wants to do.
I feel like Crimson Peak was kind of like, hey, look, I could do a haunted house movie. And I feel like there's a lot of parallels between like the Haunted Mansion ride and Crimson Peak. There was like the imagery and the set design, very similar.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been on the Haunted Mansion ride, so I'm not a
really.
I only went to Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah, take a trip.
What's the one in Florida? Disney World or Disneyland?
World? Yeah.
I went to that when I was very little, but I was like too little to go on.
I'm a member of the
I'm
a member of the Disney Vacation Club, so I go pretty often.
That's great. So we will get those ride reviews real quick.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to talk about all the new stuff that just came out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we gotta do a whole thing about the Disney, the Star Wars land and stuff like that when that comes out. I'll be super happy about that.
But yeah,
let's move on from the topics of TV and get a little bit of video game action.
Yes. What have you been playing?
So right now, I've kind of been in between games. I just finished up Uncharted 3.
Oh man!
I know I'm behind.
No, that's great. I like when people to hear the Uncharted collection one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, I mean it's just fantastic. The whole boat scene. The
cruise
ship. Oh my god! Like it's incredible.
It was like I feel like I was watching a really long movie.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully done, and so I never had a PS3. So when I got a PS4, there was like...
Were you a 360 person?
Yeah, I had an Xbox 360, and then I bought a PS4 because I didn't... the PS4 was, first of all, cheaper off the bat.
Yeah.
And I didn't like any of the exclusives that were announced for the 360, for the one. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, let me go back to PlayStation, and I have not been disappointed. Aside from Cuphead... recently, there's really not been many exclusives.
Really good things
I know.
About Cuphead too.
There's not. Sure. There's not many exclusives that I've seen that I've really been wishing I had an Xbox for.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a super huge PlayStation fan since 1. So I mean, I've had all of them. And yeah, Uncharted. So you said 3. You played 1 and 2.
I played 1, 2, and 3. I actually
So
have.
what's your favorite?
Ooh, honestly,
You haven't played 4. You have 4?
I have 4.
Okay.
It's still in its wrapper. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to though.
You need to, because there's so many.
Yeah, I've got 2 games in their wrapper still that I need to play. I have The Last of Us and I have Uncharted 4. So those are the 2 that I am most looking forward to playing.
I have Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and I'm like halfway through it. It's really good, but it's there's since there's no Drake and Sully, it's I like Chloe and I like Nadine. You don't really know Nadine because she's not in
She's in 4, right?
Yeah, she's in 4.
Yeah.
But I like her and I like them, but it's not Drake and Sully. It was just like they were so perfect together. They were funny.
Oh yeah,
in this it's
duo.
more serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's not as I mean, there's some humor and stuff, but it's more open worldish too now. Like it's pretty much just like a huge island, and you're going from point to point wherever you want to go, and you can like do things however you want.
That sounds interesting.
It is really interesting.
Going back to your original question, though, I now that I've had some time to think about it, I would say probably 3 is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait, because 4 has some really good moments in it. I'm telling you, like, really good. I mean, I think 2 might still be my favorite.
2, that's what I was. I mean, 1 was good, but 2 or 3, I think it's one of those games that just keeps getting better with each iteration for me. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I mean, they're so great. I mean, the whole Uncharted 3 was great. Uncharted 2 was really good. Uncharted 1 was good, but yeah, Uncharted 2 is the game that like really took it to the next level. So yeah, I'm excited for you to start playing those for the first time. It's really good. Anything else on
the Stranger Things mobile game came out.
I've been hearing things about it. I haven't installed, I haven't played it yet. So tell me all about it.
It is a top-down, similar to like I guess Pokemon or Final Fantasy. Mm-hmm. The way that they work. The older Final Fantasy games, of course, not the newer 3Ds. But
from what I've seen, there's different things. Like I've seen the dude on the bike, and I've seen like
I haven't played
they
the bike
mix
yet.
it up, right? Like
right.
It's not just a platformer or like
no, it's
sure exactly like what you do in the game.
I really haven't played a game like it in a long time. It's very similar to like Legend of Zelda almost.
Yeah.
And you pretty much you start off as Hopper and you move along from place to place trying to solve this mystery of the I guess like one of the kids went missing or something. I think Mike went missing, and you're like looking for him. And along the way, you collect some of the other characters from the show. I got the girl already, and I got the I got
so
one
it
of the other
doesn't
kids.
follow the show?
No, it's a separate storyline.
Is it canon?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well,
I wonder if it is, or maybe it takes place. Maybe it like kind of takes place in between the first and second season, possibly.
That'd be cool if there is
cool.
a like even just like a small like link to like
in the game though.
Like a little story.
I've already been to the Upside Down in the game, like almost immediately within the first hour of playing.
So then it might really not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Canon. I mean, which is fine too, but I mean, I always like
you use it as like a portal to get like through a forest at this one point in the game.
Yeah.
But it's very similar to like I would say like Legend of Zelda with a bit more puzzle solving in it. There's some puzzle solving elements to it, which I enjoy. It's really hard though.
Yeah.
I'm playing it on my iPad, and there's like 2 different modes. There's like like original, and there's like a classic mode. And I play on the classic because I am I'm just looking for like pain and anguish. And pretty much every time you die, you get set back to the beginning of the board. Mm-hmm. And all of the doors you've opened will still be open, but all the enemies return. Mm. So it's just you have to fight through all the enemies again. I mean, at least the puzzle solving will be done already, so you don't have to redo that. But the enemies, you still gotta figure out how to get through them, because they'll throw like a bunch of enemies in one room, and you're like, how do I get past? Like, I'm going to die. And that's happened to me before too, where I've just like died repeatedly until I figured out like the best way. And that's what it is. It's a grind. The game is a bit of a grind.
I mean, that's interesting. I mean, I guess it's a little, it's nice that they're, like, giving you a little taste before the new season. So it's cool that they're doing stuff like that. I would really like to see, like, a proper Stranger Things, like, game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like what, like
PS4.
current gen graphics?
Well, yeah, just, like, even if, like, Telltale, like, how they do with, like, Walking Dead.
Telltale would make an amazing Stranger Things game.
Dude, like, I'm sure there's some deals, like, in the work. Like, I'm sure they're doing something like that.
I would
love to see something like that. I would pick that up. Yeah, because I think they said they're done with, like, The Walking Dead. So if Telltale can get on to Stranger Things, please do.
Yes, if for some reason there's
dude, that'd be so
a member
cool.
of Telltale Games listening to our podcast, please make a Stranger Things game.
Yeah, and Tales from the Borderlands Season 2, because I love that as well.
Let's throw it in there while we're going.
And Game of Thrones Season 2.
Anything else?
Well, it's like, because they got a Season 2 already, like, not even a year apart from each other, that got another season, so it's like, where's the Game of Thrones Season 2? They left on... they leave it on a cliffhanger in Tales from the Borderlands also. Like, I want more. Damn it. More.
So, Shadow of War just came out.
I'm excited. I'm getting it. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm excited, though. You're familiar with the other one. You played the other one,
yes.
Right?
So we should say that Shadow of War is the sequel to the Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor game.
Middle Earth, actually. They don't call it Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because of
Middle
licensing issue. Because I think they don't have the rights to the Lord of the Rings name.
Oh,
so
really?
They have to use Middle Earth. They can't use Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, though. Like, it doesn't really follow the Lord of the Rings at all.
No, I mean, really besides the fact that there's, like, orcs and stuff, I mean,
there's no main characters from what I saw, except for, like...
Gollum.
Gollum's in it.
And I think there might be some others I'm not, but, I mean, great game, but, yeah, I mean, as far as, like, story-wise, I didn't really
what's the name of the main bad guy? I always get them confused. There's Saruman, and there's
the
Sauron,
wizard.
right?
Yeah, Sauron, yeah.
Sauron is in the game. You fight him at, like, the end, I believe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, Shadow of Mordor was awesome.
I loved it. One of the best games of that year, in my opinion, just because I'm a super Lord of the Rings Middle Earth fan. It was great. The whole Nemesis system, man, that's just...
I thought that was so...
I can't get enough of it. It's just so good.
It's addicting.
Yeah, it is.
You want to keep going and, build your army and, it's great. I absolutely love it.
So are you going to get this new one?
I will, but it's probably going to be one of those that I just wait till it drops in price and pick it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm picking up the brand new WWE 2K18 that's coming out this Friday.
Yeah, I know you're excited. So, you know what? You'll probably get that. I'll probably get Shaz of Mordor. We can trade off.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
Yeah, we'll do it like that so we don't have to go broke.
Games are expensive. 60 plus a pop.
Yeah.
And
they're worth it. I mean, we were
were
paying that back in the day, and we were getting, like... I mean, they were good games back in the day, but, like... comparatively, like, they're not
that's
like
true.
The games that are now.
No, it's true, yeah.
We're getting greatness right now. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, but, I mean, it's expensive. Definitely expensive hobby, but, I mean, if you're getting them at regular retail price, sometimes...
Yeah. I'm a big fan of
I wait
waiting
for the
them out.
sales. Yeah, I wait for the flash sales on PlayStation Network.
Yeah, I actually bought the deluxe edition of the new WWE game. And it's like $90.
You pre-ordered it?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Like right from the PSN or
from GameStop.
Okay. You're getting
they were doing a
copy.
Yeah, of course they got Kurt Angle and Batista and Rob Van Dam. If you pre-ordered,
are any of them still wrestling?
Kurt Angle's the GM of Raw right now. Batista is off doing Guardians of the Galaxy, and
as he should.
And
he's a great drag.
And he was also in the Blade Runner movie too.
Yeah.
And
are you going to see that?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, me too.
I love sci-fi movies.
Definitely.
What else? Who'd you say? RVD. RVD wrestles like independently. He's not on WWE anymore. Yeah, he does like local shows and stuff like that. I think he's a bit
just because injuries. Right?
He's a big pot smoker. That's his thing. He keeps getting nabbed for drug testing. Yeah.
I mean, it's
you should follow his Twitter.
Why can't you light up? It's the WWE. I think they would encourage that sort of behavior.
You know what it is? After the Chris Benoit incident, where he when Psycho and killed his whole family over his
not off of pot.
No, it's steroids, but jokes are bad, okay?
Yeah.
No, but they're just super, really strict on all drug policies now.
I mean, I guess that's good, but that sucks. I mean, hey, but RVD smoking it up. That's what's up.
What else we have? Evil Within 2 comes out on the 13th. That's 2 days from now, the time of this podcast recording. I guess that's Friday, the day this is going up. It'll be out today. Look at that.
Yeah, right? Yeah, because I remember I was watching the, I think IGN had the first 20 minutes of gameplay, and it just looks really good. And I didn't beat the first one, because it's too scary, damn it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You're freaked out by it.
Is it, movies, I don't get afraid of them because it's, passive, but something about, having to do the things while things are chasing you.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Did you get up to the box head guy?
Yeah.
That was, for me, the freakiest part of the game. He was... Oh my god. They gave you nothing and you had to survive. Yeah, so Evil Within is this if you've played it, if you haven't played it, go pick it up. It's probably super cheap now.
I remember buying the first one on sale. It was super cheap.
Yeah, I think I got it for
$5-10.
Yeah, I think I did the same exact deal. I think it was 15 when I bought it or something like that.
Yeah.
Really, really cheap. It's probably even cheaper now. I would definitely recommend picking up Evil Within 1. It is
definitely.
If you love horror games, it is a horror game for a new generation.
I mean, definitely for just the legacy that the creator has, how he created Resident Evil. And, especially Resident Evil 4, that's one of my favorite games, and he did that and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this new one. I don't know too much about it. I watched the clip, the 15-minute clip or whatever, and it looks really good because I kind of wanted to just see exactly if it was going to be a lot different or whatever, and it looks more the same, but not in a bad way, but it kind of looks they did a lot of work on controls, hopefully. So.
Oh yeah, the controls were a little buggy, the graphics were a little buggy, but overall it was a pretty solid experience, and it's one of those games that I needed to beat because I was I gotta push through, and the game it's difficult. It's so I wasn't even playing on the hardest difficulty, and I can't even imagine playing on the hardest difficulty.
When does the second one come out?
2 days.
In 2 days?
Yeah, the 13th it comes out.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
I definitely want to pick it up. Once again, I'll probably wait it out, though.
Yeah, I mean, we got Shadows of War, so,
yeah,
and the wrestling for you, so it's
it's a lot, but...
It's so much, especially when all I want to do is play Everybody's Golf. That's the game right now.
Everybody's Golf. So explain to me, you're talking to me before about how it's Hot Shot?
Well, it is Hot Shots Golf.
Hot Shots,
if anyone remembers the long-running series, it's pretty much on everything. Vita, everything pretty much has a Hot Shots Golf.
Yeah, I think I remember having it for PSP back in the day.
Yeah, it's been on everything. And this one's just really good. It's one of those games, you can just pick up it. Now it's open world, so you can go to different courses and run people over on the carts, the golf carts.
That's interesting. They sound the big heads and stuff. I remember that's cool.
Well, you create your own guy, and my guy looks a lot like me too.
Yeah,
he's got the backwards hat tilted. You can tilt it any way you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can buy. You get coins through winning games and tournaments and stuff. So you're purchasing costumes, and through tournaments you're leveling up your you level up your golf clubs and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a huge golf fan, but golf games I don't like the Tiger Woods ones or any the
PGA.
Yeah, I don't like any of the sim ones, but. Right. There's just something very
Mario
relaxed. Golf. Mario Golf. It's actually a lot gameplay-wise. It's a lot like Mario Golf.
That's cool.
I mean, it's just
it's
simple.
What system is this?
PS4.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, was it full price game or is it
It's. I think the original price is $40.
That's not bad. I mean,
I think I picked it up when there was a little discount for PlayStation Plus users. So I think I might have picked it up for like $35 or something like that.
That's not
but
bad.
it's not bad. I mean, it's just one of those games that you can just that's what I've been into, like games that you can just pick up and play. You don't have to like for lately I've just not had the time or whatever to pick up some, like Uncharted Lost Legacy. Like I played half of that. I haven't beaten it because it's like sometimes I just want to go home and play everybody's golf or like a round or two.
You know what it is?
It's some Rocket League or Overwatch or something.
You know, those are games though that you can jump in.
Exactly.
You know, Uncharted, you're gonna need to set some time aside.
Yeah, have to look at the stupid map that pulls up and where am I in Madagascar, wherever the hell I am.
There you go.
I mean, great game, but I gotta be in the mood for those type of games. Like I have to be like on my day off, wanting to like hang out and play those games. But yeah, lately I've just been like getting home from work and just wanting to play like a hole or two of golf.
Yeah, you don't.
Or some Rocket League.
Yeah,
or Overwatch. Yeah.
Like I said before, it takes some. You know, you have to set that time aside.
You really do.
Those games are so easy to just jump into, play. You know, I'll do that on like I love. I have WWE 2K17 loaded up. You know, I'll just jump in, play a match or two, and then jump off. You know, there's no. No investment needs to be made with that.
It's especially now that you can have things just on standby. So I just turn my PlayStation on, and there the game is. It's where I left it on whatever I was playing, and it's just golf is great. It's just one of those fun games that you don't have to be like I'll be listening to a podcast and just having some fun playing golf. It's nice.
All right. Well, you know what? I think we should just about wrap it up because we've broken an hour. So
wow.
Yeah, time flies. So, thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, please. Yes, it was great.
On this first inaugural edition of Geeklirious, the show, everything, geeky, nerdy, everything in between.
Yeah, we're going to shoot for Fridays.
Yeah.
Fridays is going to be the Geeklirious day.
We're going to try for... we're going to do some set your calendars, your notifications on your phone. We're going to try to put this up on SoundCloud at first. And then
SoundCloud, we're gonna try to be everywhere.
Yeah, iTunes, Stitcher,
YouTube,
Podbean, whatever those are called.
Yeah,
we're definitely gonna do YouTube.
On my phone, I use Pocket Cast.
I didn't even heard of that one. We can do that one.
That's just like an app. That's just Pocket. Like you can get anything from there. So hopefully, when I see our show on there, that'll be funny. But we're gonna reach YouTube and all the things. And if you guys want to hear it on something specific, let us know. Yeah,
feel free to give a request for a format. We will do our best to oblige.
We're also going to be setting up ways you can reach us as well through all sorts of means.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, we're probably going to get a Facebook page and maybe start off with that, and then maybe a subreddit. Who knows? Whatever we want to do, really.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Well, you guys have a fantastic weekend.
Yes, it's been lovely. I'm Mike.
This has been Brian.
And thanks for listening.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye.